Radhaji, Sita? Yeah. One sound for you. You give this. Sound which? Acha, Hare Mana. 227.
So sing Jai Radha Madhava with the Mahamantra. Jai Radha Madhava with the Mahamantra. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Gopi Janavallabha, Gimayadhari. Ram
Yadripanamaham Vande Sikurutinadana Sitetannamanopistam Stapidham Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamaya Tadatisvaradantikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Kalo Nasteva 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 Gatyamana Trinad Vizani Trinad Vizisana Amanina Madena Kitanja Sadhari Vanchakalpadamabhyascha Kripasindu Evacha Patitanam Valadebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. First of all, I offer my unlimited Satstanga Tantra pranams on the divine, our spiritual master, the leader of Vishnu Bhara, Paramahamsa, Paripachara, Sissima, Bhakti Puri Goswami. Similarly, the all these good brothers, our Param Gurudev, the Gurus of Maharaj, and all of you, I offer my respects. Divine Captain Radha Govinda, Mahaprabhu, Viras, Shankar, Bhagavan, Mahadev, Vrinda Devi. We are completely insignificant in this creation. Completely insignificant. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade. What? I have a big false ego. It's very difficult to enter more deep the divine bhakti ras, braja bhav ras, very difficult without to surrender in a humble state of mind before our attaining, not like a routine, like a middle love, an attachment, or sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. Step by step. There's a sadhana siddha, nitya siddha, and yeah, what? Yes, kripa siddha. That is our only hope. Our great divine spiritual master, who are directly representative of the Supreme Godhead, Sri Krishna. We were very fortunate, and those who are very fortunate, who meet them, and still they are present. They are not all gone, and if they are gone, they are also still present. That we should be our mind, we should constantly meditate about this divine subject matter. The holy name given by Divine Master, coming from Garuka Breakdown, Harinam Sankirtan, from the highest abode, the spiritual world, the topmost, where Radha and Krishna, Nanda Yashoda, Sridham Supa, Shnuka Vishnu Chvara, Sakis, Ladita Vishaka, Chamka, Latachita, Suti Vidamani, Vidrika, Tungaviri, Asta Shakis, Rupa Manchari, Ravanga Manchari, Manchulari Manchari, etc. All their eternal silakas, Guru Manchari. So that is given in the Bhagavatam, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, by the great masters of divine science of yoga. No, yoga means the loving connection, not some mental connection or some trading connection. Loving. The word love is very significant also in this world. Very, very weighted is. But everything is necessary to if you have good love here for friends, for relatives, for a spouse or whatever, if you cannot really deep love it, then how we can develop our eternal propensity to love and serve the divine couple forever, every moment. But for this we have to attain higher stages of bhakti, out of Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anatta Nibriti, to get rid of unwanted or strange or different interests in the interests of that what we are supposed to be. Jiva's Rupa Krishna needed asked about how this looks in the detail more deep. It's a general terms. Tadasana Shakti Vida Vida Prakash, you won, but still that was different. Veda Abheda, different, not completely same, but singularity, but so minute, so small, that and this is attracting, the Maya is attracting us, this Krishna's Guna Maya, Tamaraja Sattva Guna, attractive, very difficult, many lives already this attraction is there, so how to get our original attraction? Yes, it's lying dormant in our heart, and this will be revealed by those who carry Govinda in their heart constantly. They are always with Govinda, Krishna. Very attractive Vaishnavas, sadhu, very, very attractive, because Krishna is a magnet. It's attracting. The propensity to attract is there in the full, infinite power. So, but if you turn our heart to the wood or to the much loss that is anathas, very difficult to be attracted by the beautiful form of Shyam Sundara. Who can describe that? Who can describe with a mundane tongue, with a mundane mind, the beauty of Shyam Sundara? Not possible. It's infinitely beautiful, and there's no deterioration. It completely increases moment by moment. So the real treasure, the real wealth, is always stored in the Mahabharata's heart. It's inside. That how Krishna likes to distribute his beauty, his form, his beautiful pastimes, to distribute himself to all the jivas. Doesn't matter where they are, what qualification they have, what their daily activities, what they are doing, doesn't matter. Otherwise he would not be Bhagavan in all six opulences in full aspect, in full. Nothing can compare with that. But he loves to be conquered by the love of his bhaktas. Aham bhakta pradino tasudanta dicha sadhukrasta hidayo bhakta bhakta janapriyaho. Bhakta bhakta janapriyaho, also the bhakta of my bhakta. I also honor him. But I am Bhagavan. Infinite universes coming out from my pores and enter there and lying inside. So, if in all the colleges, in all the schools, in all the education systems in this world would be the Srimad Bhagavatam involved, the people would be very happy. They would really could enjoy the life. The meaning of life is to enjoy. We not condemn about enjoyment, but you have to go through the center, not without the center. The center is Lord Hari, who is praised with unlimited hymns, unlimited since time immemorial. So we can just try to follow the footsteps of the great souls, great devotees, pure devotees, whom Krishna loves so much. So that is the chance now. Everybody has this chance right now. And what to speak? Unappreciated Chirat about this most omniscient, merciful incarnation of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur is Dunga video about direct servants of Radhika. He became absolutely mad in describing the beauty of Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. And his beauty, and his dancing and his singing, how he distributes this Brajarasa of praying to anyone, everyone, even to the animals. My God. Such an incarnation was never seen before. Right now, everyone has the chance to connect with that. So therefore, what devotees doing is to preach as much as possible, to give this nectar to all the people in a humble way. How Swami Prabhupada came was very, very humbly playing Mahamantra at the beginning of Bhagavatam. We start like this. Other religions, they came with a sword or with a rocket. And you surrender that like this. But the most powerful thing is, in the whole universe, if somebody really becomes humble, like a blade of grass, and everyone is stepping on it, just over it, or like a tree. Nobody can live without a tree in this planet. It's most essential for everyone, a tree. And what is a tree? He lives just for others, nothing for himself, zero. This is why I know Thakur. Nothing for himself, nothing. Everything for the others, like a tree. The Lord Vishveshana. Oh my God, if we could be like this, how is used a tree? It gives you fruits, it gives you shade, it gives you air. If millions of insects, they eat him away. They eat him away, his life, they eat away. And they cut to make furniture and newspaper. If you make the Bhagavad Gita of it, it's good for the tree. Otherwise, it's more. So, if why Mahaprabhu compare Vaishnava Thakur like that? Very deep meaning. Respect for all living entities. And I'm so small, what kind of respect I want? In this mood, this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, it will just run like the water of the source from the Ganges, will just run without stop. That means your life is blissful, peaceful, ananda, happy. And in this way, if more persons like this, they can inspire the folk, the citizens, the other people. Just by seeing them. Darshanavita Korita Maragun. I just can get 100 times started in the Ganga, but I see the Vaishnava Thakur, I get complete purification immediately. That the direct representative of Shakshat, and Hari, they are like that manifestation of the beauty of the mercy, of the sweetness of the Lord. Everybody wants that, sure. Must, because this is his nature. But there's a but, wait a moment. I came here in this world to live a life separate from Krishna. He created all this, is also his divine energy. For us, it's working material, for him, it's no problem when he's coming. So this attachment to come beyond another debility, to pass that test. Even many devotees will fail that test. What to speak to go further? Another nishta, to get fixed, completely fixed in the bhakti yoga, in the loving divine seva, fully fixed. Then in this way we'll get a taste, ruchi. And the taste will speak for himself, no need to speak more. really tasting the nectar, infinite nectar. Like the bumblebees always surrounding the lotus feet of Govinda. There's so much nectar coming, emanating from this lotus feet. So the devotees, they like to listen, the glories, the beauty, the activities of Krishna, especially Vrindavan, where there's no enmity between animals, human, they all completely embrace each other, there's no fear. Wonderful life, like people dreaming from the paradise. Yes, you have to go to the deep inside the Vrindavan. It's not only the location, it is already a place, it should be manifest in the heart by giving a chance to sit on the throne of your heart, Radha, Govinda, and worship them with your heart, with your mind, with your body, with your speech, with all your, whatever your karma you acquired from many lives, you just surrender everything to Him. A Shakti, continuous remembering all these things, spiritual things, continuous remembering, automatically. Not by force, not somebody make me feel, you have to pray, otherwise you get punished. Not by that. Not in that way. The Lord Himself will punish nobody. If the incarnations, His energy, they are doing many things, but He Himself, it's just like to play different flutes for the cows, for His friends, for the gopis, to bring them, to enjoy with them. And that, it is distributing to anyone and everyone now. So why nobody want to hear that? Why? Because you cannot pass the stage of anattanabliti. Means my unwanted desires, not wanted, unwanted desires, they are chasing me, they're not living me. They make my heart weak. So this attachment, this anattas must be all given up slowly to attain the higher stage. And when you speak of Ashakti path, Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, yes, that is given to anyone and everyone, doesn't matter what is his status. So that is our highest philosophy. We cherish, we relish, we discussing this. Somebody have to speak, somebody will hear in a humble state of mind, service inclined, full work will be done. This cleaning of the heart to make you ecstatic will happen in that way. This Krishna, Bhagavan, manifest in form of Srimad Bhagavan, the Grantha, given to the Kali Yuga people, to all, not only to the Paramahansas. The Swan, like who discussing the very delicate, the fine leader of the Bhagavan, no, for everyone. For every scientist, for every materialist, for every socialist, for any politics, for anyone and everyone. The world would be like in Maharaj Yudhishthira's time, Parikshit time, 5,000 years back. Nobody has to worry about anything. They live peaceful life, wonderful life, very loving, very brotherly. But now in Kali Yuga, the Lord knows everything. Therefore He came with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga, the golden avatar, Gaura Anga, Radha Krishna. So why devotees become mad to chant this name sometimes? Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Yes, all Avarat is gone, all Anattas is gone, everything is gone, we're chanting Nitai Gauranga. And after chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we fly away. That is our process. That is given by our gurus, by the Vaishnavas, by the Grantha, scriptures. So, if somebody in this life not rises to a higher stages of Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, cannot reach that level, then it is unfortunate. We're missing the chance, the great chance. We don't know what happened after, where we go after this life. Nobody knows that now. We hope, okay. If I go even in hell, the only thing what I do there is just preach Krishna consciousness. In 6th Canto Bhagavatam, Chitta Kendra Maharaj, when he was cursed by Parvati Devi, the wife of Shiva, he said, I don't fear, I could curse you also because I'm very powerful, but I'm humble. I take this curse of become a demon and to go in hell, I don't care. Because I will just reach the pure sense of bhakti. Doesn't matter where I will be thrown by the higher energy. So that is a devotee, even a yogi is afraid of his own mind. But a devotee not. He can tolerate anything and everything. He tolerates everything, whatever happened to him. This is narrated by Krishna Bhagavan himself, to this Brahmin who lost all his wealth and become a beggar and like this. He then the highest stage of complete detachment and wandering everywhere, free, peaceful, happy. Even they harass him, torture him so much, he didn't care. He says, the mind is my karma, what is it? Why I'm suffering? So many things he analyzed. Finally, okay, it's only the mind, but I'm not the mind, I'm Atman, I'm soul. That's my real self. And nothing will touch that. So why I'm worried about anything? So he realized all these things. So we have to hear this, remember that, meditate on it, and try to make our life successful step by step, to accepting with our heart this divine philosophy, the highest, the best, the topmost. There's nothing that anybody can get. So, half of the time is over. Maharaj is very happy that Maharaj is here. He practiced so many years, very intense, that Bhakti Yoga, live in a monastery and learn so many things and associate with the greatest Mahabhagavatas, directly serving them. Where all these things you will get from them. And we hope He will give to us also, we will distribute that. His only meaning is to travel, to give that only. No other meaning in the life is there, even in young age, and this is very wonderful. We need devotees more like this, and we have to preach more. So much work has to be done. You should never become envious of anyone because maybe he can sing better or can speak better. No, no. Be happy that few devotees exist at all. Because the rest, if you go out, you look, what you will find there? What you will find there? Nothing. Nothing. If you want to distribute your love, your affection, your realization about Bhagavan, to whom you will go, they will say, "What you're a crazy fellow, what do you want to do? I want to enjoy material life, what do you tell me?" So, that is the greatest blessing by our Guru, Varga, by Bhagavan, to give this association to us of devotees, Vaishnavas, Bhaktas, who sincerely practicing and living that beautiful life. So thank you for giving chance. So 25 minutes is enough to speak. Maharaj, we have to keep capacity to listen to you. Because the mind after Swami Prabhupada's book just 25 minutes, very intense, but then that's it. So we are also, we can speak many hours, and it's also nice. No problem, whatever we can is good. Hari Guru Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
So after hearing from Maharaj's lotus lips, what else can I say? And whatever Maharaj has told about me, this is not true at all. I am like very fallen, very unfortunate, very unqualified, and I have come to seek association of senior Vaishnavas like him and all of you, so that I can make my life successful somehow. And yes, I am on the side of Srila Swami Prabhupada. I like to speak also little, not much. I am also on the side of Srila Swami Prabhupada. I like to speak a little bit also. Because speaking too much, audience cannot absorb the capacity of attention. It's very, very short nowadays, very short. So it's good to speak less and speak little, and but meaningfully. That's very, very important. Om Ajnanatirandasya Tadbhaktāya namo namaha. Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhaktavandavam Gauravadu Vishnam Purnam Pradadasyam Pradayakam Rupanugacharya Varyam Rupamanjari Prishtakam Patita Pavana Karuniyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvise Namaha. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismirahasara Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Guru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. First of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramaradhyatama Shri Guru Pada Padma Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotra Sata Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudeva, and to my most worshipful Shikshan Sannyasa Guru Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotra Sata Srimad Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupando Gaudiya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, especially to Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotra Sata Srimad Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotra Sata Srimad Srila Bhakti Sadhaka Muni Goswami Maharaj, and Om Vishnu Pada Sri Bhakti Chakur Narasimha Maharaj, and to all the Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So today we don't have any specific topic, no any festival. Also, I don't know much of the audience, so it is better if they have any question, they can ask, or they can suggest something, because I want just to try to somehow connect with the audience and somehow try to give something according to your level. So please, if you have any question, if you want to understand anything you want. What is the problem? Tell me. What is the problem?
No.
Then sit down. Forget about everything. Okay? So, no questions? Everyone knows everything? Very good. Then I don't need to speak also anything. Okay. Gaur Pramanande. It's very important to ask questions. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tad viri pranipatena pariprashnana sivaya. It's very important to ask questions. Relevant questions. Questions about the absolute truth. Atattva Brahma Jigyasa. Yes, Mataji, please.
I have a question. Thank you so much.
Please.
How to attain bhakti?
How to?
Attain bhakti.
I didn't get it.
How to attain?
Attain. Bhakti. Say, I will ask you back one question. What type of bhakti you want?
How to attain bhakti?
Yes.
No?
Yes, how to attain bhakti? And I am asking, what bhakti? What do you mean by bhakti?
Loving search and servant.
Okay. So, let me answer that question
and also
first.
the pure love.
Huh?
And also the pure love.
Pure love, yes. So the question was how to attain bhakti. But before we come to this proper answer, we must actually describe what bhakti means, right? And how many types of bhakti are there, so that we can come to the common ground. So everyone is understanding what bhakti means. Because many people have different understandings about bhakti. So bhakti is of three types. One is called Aropa Siddha Bhakti, then Sangha Siddha Bhakti, then Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. Okay? Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Aropa means to mistake something for another thing. So just as if you are walking in the dark night and there is a rope on the ground. So by the lack of visibility, you mistake that rope for a snake. Okay? So this is what we call Aropa Siddha Bhakti. This is actually what bhakti is not. In the philosophical descriptions of the Vedas, we include in a definition of something what it is also not. So just to make clear and make this division. So in this way, what is not bhakti that looks like bhakti? So many types of activities that are being performed in name of bhakti, but actually they are completely selfish. They are completely self-motivated. So I am praying to Bhagavan because I want to get money. I am praying to Bhagavan, I am doing seva because I want to get a good marriage. So all of these things are called Aropa Siddha Bhakti. All these activities, although it looks like original bhakti, the person is praying, the person is paying pranam, is doing a lot of, sometimes giving large donations, doing parikrama, but his motivation is not only to please the Lord in a pure state, as you mentioned, but he has some ulterior motives behind. So this is called Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Then we have Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Sangha Siddha Bhakti means those activities which are not directly bhakti, but without them, bhakti cannot be performed. So for example, we follow rules and regulations, right? And like the 4 principles, for instance, also to be clean, to perform austerities, to be a celibate, to perform so many types of cleaning the temple, so many activities, cleaning yourself, that are not directly bhakti, but without them we cannot do bhakti. We cannot do bhakti without following the 4 principles. But the 4 principles are not bhakti, but they are just assisting bhakti. So this is called Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Okay, so those activities, they are very important. So, for example, respecting the devotees. This is not bhakti. This is not directly to Bhagavan. But without respecting devotees, we also cannot do bhakti. Pure bhakti. And then we have Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. Swarupa Siddha Bhakti means what is the pure bhakti. And what is the definition of pure bhakti? That is Jnana Vilasita Shriyam Jnana Karmadhyana Vritam Anukulena Krishna Anushlanam Bhakti Uttama. Few weeks back I was describing this verse. I gave the full, definition in the evening class. It is recorded on that YouTube channel. But just to make it brief, speaking, the first half of the verse describes what bhakti is not. Means Anyavilasita Shunyam Jnana Karmadhyana Vritam. Bhakti, pure bhakti, should be devoid of any other desires than the desire to please Krishna. And it cannot be covered by karma, jnana, tapasya, yoga, dhan, etc. So sometimes we think that by distributing food to the poor people, we are going to be delivered and go to the abode of Lord. That's not our conception. It might be the Christian conception, but in the Vedas we don't have such conception, because it is called jnana karmadinavritam. If that activity becomes more than what you do for Krishna directly, then it's not more pure bhakti. So in this way, this first half is called tatastha lakshana, means the external aspects of bhakti, means what bhakti is not. And then the second half, it is the swarupa lakshana, the intrinsic aspect of bhakti. That is anukulyana krishna anushlanam bhaktir uttamam. Anukulyana krishna anushlanam. In a favorable way, I have to serve the Supreme Lord and make Him happy and satisfied. That is the definition of actually what pure bhakti means. I don't want anything from you. It's completely selfless. This is the real bhakti. So just like today we have described, I have sang one song. This is called Atmanivedana. This Atmanivedana song, it is saying that Seva Sukha Dukha Parama Sampadana Chaya Vidya. He's saying that in the course of my service to you, Krishna, I may face so many types of sufferings and challenges. But those sufferings, they are actually my supreme happiness, because they are being performed for your service. So whatever we find in the due course of our devotional practice, we should take it as a favorable thing. The whole environment is always friendly, as Srila Bhakti-Rama Goswami Maharaj used to say. So, in this way, not only to please Krishna, but in a favorable way. And then Rupa Goswami Pad, he gives the example of Kamsa. Kamsa, when he wanted to kill Krishna, he arranged for a wrestling arena in Mathura, right? And then he invited so many great warriors and demons, and he brought Krishna and Baladev from Vrindavan to Mathura. Krishna, he loves fighting, he loves wrestling, so he was definitely very much pleased and very much satisfied. And fighting and killing demons. So what Kamsa did to Krishna, that was pure bhakti. Only making Krishna happy, this is pure bhakti. No, it is not pure bhakti. Because it was not favorable to Krishna, it was not anukulyana. Understand? He wanted to kill Krishna. So although what he was doing was pleasing to the Lord, but his intention was not like that. He wanted to kill Krishna. So we cannot put him in the category of the devotee. Nevertheless, he was pleasing Krishna. Right? And then from the other side, we have the example of Mother Yashoda. When she was breastfeeding Krishna and the milk was boiling and overflowing in the pot, then quickly she put Krishna down and she came to save the milk. Krishna became very angry, and as a result he broke the whole house, and then that Damodar Lila started from this point. So Krishna was very angry. So what Mother Yashoda did was pure bhakti or not? She made Krishna angry. But actually this is the highest bhakti. Why? Because this was favorable for Krishna. Because with that milk, she is going to serve Krishna and please him. So although immediately there was no any, pleasure, but her intention was to give pleasure, and in a favorable way, she saved the milk. So this is what we consider to be pure bhakti. So in this way, how to attain bhakti? Now it comes to your question. How to attain that state of pure and genuine selfless desire to please the Supreme Lord? This verse itself explains that. The word Anukulyana actually comes from one name of Srimati Radhika, which is Anukula Devi. Anukula means favorable. So also, so it means that we have to please Krishna Anushilana, under the guidance of Anukula Devi Srimati Radhika. So this is the first indication that we should not approach Krishna directly. We should first approach Krishna's devotees, those who are serving Krishna. So if you want to really get bhakti, you cannot go to Krishna, because Krishna cannot give you bhakti. It's true or not true? Can Krishna give us bhakti or not? But he is Bhagavan. He is Sarva Shaktiman. He can do anything. He even has a potency called Aghatta Ghartana Patyasi, to make the impossible possible. So how can we say that Krishna cannot give bhakti to us? Any clue? In the commentary of Srila Goswami Maharaj to the Chaturshloki Gita, this verse, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Mata Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhava Samamita, that Krishna says, I am the source of everything. Everything comes from me. Spiritual world, material world. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. I am manifesting each and everything. Nothing is out of my own energy. Then Srila Goswami Maharaj is saying that if Krishna says that everything comes from him, then bhakti also must come from him. But from another perspective, Krishna is the object of bhakti. He has no bhakti for himself. So how he can give bhakti to others? He is the object of service. He is not the servant. So technically he is not having bhakti to him. So how he can teach bhakti? Then Srila Goswami Maharaj explains that actually Krishna himself is not giving, but through his Shakti, Srimati Radhika, he is giving bhakti. In this sense, his Shakti comes from him and bhakti comes from the Shakti itself. Not directly from Krishna, but from Krishna's Shakti. So this is how we reconcile this respect. For example, there is one verse that Lord Shiva said, Aham Vedmi Shukaveti Vyasaveti Navetiva. Shiva is saying that I know the meaning of Bhagavatam. Shukadeva Goswami also knows the meaning of Bhagavatam. But if Vyasadeva knows or not, it's doubtful. But why Vyasadeva does not know the meaning of Bhagavatam? He was the one who manifested the Srimad Bhagavatam and all the Vedas and everything. Why Vyasadeva does not know the real import of the Vedas, of Srimad Bhagavatam especially? Because Vyasadeva is a Shakti Avesh avatar of Krishna. He is actually Krishna himself. He is Krishna Dvaipayana Vedavyas. So he is Krishna himself, and Bhagavatam only speaks about bhakti. Bhagavatam actually is the book of Krishna's devotees. All classes of devotees are there described in Bhagavatam. So in this way, you cannot get directly bhakti by approaching Krishna. Many people say, I'm going to temple every day or every week. I pray to Bhagavan, at home I do puja to Bhagavan. I'm going to be delivered. I'm going to get bhakti. Not sure. No guarantee. Why? You have to go through Krishna's devotees. But we also cannot approach Radharani directly. Can you meet Radharani now? Can you talk? Cannot do it. Then how can we do it? Radharani herself sent her maid servants, sent her servants to this material world. And all of them became our Guru Varga, our spiritual masters. So in this way, we can only attain bhakti if we go through Guru. Guru is directly what? The manifestation of Radharani's mercy. We say that Guru is the mercy of Krishna, but not for us. For us, Guru is mercy of Radha. Guru Rupa Parama Sakhi. This verse is saying. Gurudev is directly a manifestation of Radharani. You know, all the gopis, they are fire viewers of Radha. They are actually like a cherubs of Radharani's body. Cherubs is not original, it's just, multiplying like this and making, different, some slight differences are there. So 1 billion gopis expand from Radharani. But the manjaris, Radharani's maid servants, they are the embodiment of Radharani's qualities and parts of her body. So they are much closer than all the Sakhis to Radharani. And all our Guru Varga, they are those manjaris who have come. So through them, we can get bhakti. They can give us bhakti. Otherwise, there is no other way. No other way. Only through the spiritual master. Only by the mercy of the spiritual master. He's the one who will introduce you to the spiritual world. He will be the bridge between you and Krishna. Vaishnava Ravidani Krishna Dvayamaya. If the Vaishnava, he prays for you, if he requests Krishna, then Krishna can bestow mercy upon you. Otherwise not. So we cannot go directly. We can never approach the Lord directly. That will be completely useless. You can stay for millions and millions of lives just approaching the Lord and doing puja and going to temple. But if you don't have a bona fide spiritual master, Bhagavan will never accept you. Krishna himself has told, Mad Bhakta Puja Vyadika Mai Sanjayate Bhakti. First you worship my devotee, then you come to worship me. In another instance, he is also saying, Pratamamstu Guru Pujam. First you do Guru Puja. Tatas Chaiva Mamarchana. Kurvam Siddhi Mavapnoti Hitvanyata Nishpalam Bhave. If you do not first do Guru Puja, then your worship to me is fruitless. Nishpalam. So this is the only way to attain bhakti. Clear? Okay, good. Any other question? Have some question?
Yeah,
Okay.
question. And then we make a sankirtan, then pray to God, then say Tu hi mata, tu hi pita, and then we are going outside to senior citizen, say up. Why like that?
I didn't get your point. What is it? Go to
You can
senior
speak also
citizens.
Hindi.
Something I can speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then make a kirtan, say Tu hi mata, tu hi pita.
I understood. Yeah.
And then we go outside, our mother, father, senior citizen, then say up. Why like that?
Why we address mother and father as up and Bhagavan as
And say to
To
God,
me.
tu hi pata, tu hi.
Why is that? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh. Because in our relation with God, we want to develop the intimate service. Because Krishna, he don't want to be seen as God in a mode of opulence, aishwarya, awe, reverence. He don't want that. That he kept for Narayana. Narayana is that Lord that you cannot address as to me. Narayana you have to address as Ab. But Krishna no. Krishna don't want this aishwarya mode. Krishna wants intimacy. Therefore we can be like this. Casual with him. This is Braja Bhakti. Maharaj is explaining about Braja Bhakti. How how to get this Braja Bhakti, how to understand that this mood of Vrindavan is a mood of very intimacy, very intimate way. Does answer your question or? Okay, good. With Krishna you cannot keep formalities and things like that, but nevertheless we should also check our own, qualification before we do anything. In the sense that we cannot also try to be too much intimate before we also have that qualification. So, but under the guidance of Vaishnavas, you will learn how to do it. No problem. Okay. We still have time. What time is over now?
Almost.
Maharaj has not come now.
Okay.
Okay, we have 5 minutes more. No problem. Any more questions you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have no question. What is the difference between anartha and sinful activity?
Okay. Anartha means that which is not favorable for our spiritual life. It is called anarthas. Means so many tendencies, so many very deep rooted samskaras that we carry from millions of lifetimes. They produce naturally so many desires in our heart. So if you have a deep rooted type of grass and you just cut on the surface, looks like you have killed it or finished it, but no, it again will grow because it's deep rooted. You can cut the surface, the top, but it's bound to grow as soon as it finds the proper condition, like also seeds. So the seeds will be there dormant for years. As soon as there is enough water, enough heat, that seed will sprout. So those anarthas are the conditioning for us. Like the factors that are conditioning us, this is called anarthas. And sins means when you perform forbidden activities. What the Shastra is condemning and you perform, this is called sin. Sin is an act. And anartha is what motivates you to perform sin. Anartha is what is going to motivate you to perform sin. And the only way to uproot these anarthas is through bhakti. For example, if you go to Ganga and you take bath in Ganga, what happens? Ganga cleans all your anarthas. Destroy. But Ganga cannot destroy the tendency to commit more sins. So you leave the bath and again you begin to sin. Then again you have to clean and again you commit sins. Because the anartha is in the heart. The root is still there. You're just cutting the leaves from, above the surface. So this is the only way to destroy this anartha, to uproot this anartha, is through the practice of bhakti, chanting the holy names. Nama Sankirtana hoite hoy sarva nardanash, sarva shubhadoy Shri Krishna preveri ulasa. Through the practice of Nama Sankirtan, 2 things happen. You destroy all the anarthas and you attract auspiciousness, shubhadoy. It gives auspiciousness. And then Shri Krishna preveri ulasa. Then you manifest, then you have access to Krishna prema. So this is the process. Okay? Oh, Gurleen, you must have some question.
I just came in.
We have a couple of minutes left. Now is a question session.
It's a question session. Let me think about it. How do you restlessness.
How you deal with restlessness? You mean mind restlessness?
Yes.
Or, okay. Yeah, you have to beat your mind with a broom, you know. Raghunath Das Goswami gave very nice instructions in Mana Shiksha. Instructions to the mind. It's like beating the mind with a broom every day. And how? By studying, first of all, studying the scriptures and understanding what should be our pure state of mind and consciousness. First, have to educate ourselves. We have to work in the level of buddhi, intelligence, because intelligence can direct the mind. So we have to educate ourselves in bhakti. Therefore, study is very important. Very important. Because by studying, you strengthen your intelligence for the good side, for the proper side. And by the power of intelligence, you can direct mind, you can control mind. And combined with that, chanting the holy names regularly. The more you chant the holy names, the more your mind will be still, stable. This is the basic recipe. Clear?
It's hard to work on it.
It is hard, definitely hard. Our mind is always trying to go using these senses, that senses to enjoy. So we become like this, always looking, touching, doing, smelling, tasting, hearing. Always we want nice things, good things. It's the restlessness of the mind. Mind is using the senses to enjoy. So in this way, the only way to put our mind in line is to educate, bring the proper knowledge to strengthen our intelligence, and chanting the holy names. Then it will be very easy to control. Very easy. No problem. The problem is actually to apply this. But as soon as you apply it, it's quick. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. But how can we make it faster? In sadhu sangha. Always in association with sadhus, with senior devotees, advanced devotees. By their association, we can quickly, come into proper discipline. That's the main thing. Because I know it's difficult sometimes with our own strength, alone, or in our like daily environment. It's quite difficult. Nothing is favorable for us. Nothing is pulling our mind and pulling the proper track. I know that. So therefore, as much as we can, we should always come in sadhu sangha. By the influence of those who are already in the path, those who are already, practicing for many years, they are already stable in that path, we can also become like that. Therefore, it's very important, the Sunday program. Not only in big festivals. Every Sunday, everyone must come. Then you make your next week, completely tight and bound by the power of sadhu sangha, harinam, harikirtan, harikatha, hariseva. So this is the minimum. For us, we could not adjust only coming once a week. We wanted every day, every time. Therefore, we put on this cloth and we just stayed. We don't want to leave bhakti at any cost. We want to breathe these 24 hours. Okay. But at least once in a week. At least. And the Ekadashi day is also very important. Huh?
Yes, the mother of devotion.
Yes. So everyone should come. Ram Navami day was maybe 100 people here. I heard. I was not here, I heard. But today is ordinary Sunday. We have much less, maybe 30 people are there. But we should have 100 every Sunday. Then you can really advance, really progress. Otherwise, if coming once in a while, joining once in a while, very okay, Maharaj, ready. Then it will be very difficult for us. Okay? Gaur Brahmanande,
Vedanta Mahami Maharaj ki jai.
Narasimha Maharaj ki
Muni Maharaj ki jai.